Peace to all my gods and goddesses on another episode of the MarcoJah monologue tapes. And this tape is called Black Trump Supporters. What are you going to expect in 2025? I felt like I had to do this tape, had to do this video just due to Donald Trump winning the 2024 election, which I'm not going to say congratulations, or I'm not kicking the air and waving my hands like I'm happy. I really honestly this year really didn't care for the election. Same way I kind of really honestly didn't really care about the previous election with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And with the previous videos that I had posted, I did say that I felt like Trump was the better choice, but I decided to stay out of this election when it comes to my vote. And I never really voted before anyway before, just due to my views as well. I was maybe a little surprised. I really thought that Kamala Harris was going to win, just due to the amount of power and influence that the Democrats and the left has. But then at the same time, I said, hey, Trump, he could win too, because I just feel like we're in a time where I don't think people are ready for a female president, or will accept a female president. Now, it might be a little different when it comes to other nations, but United States of America is considered one of the most powerful countries in the world, and I don't think the other world leaders would take and would take Kamala Harris serious and respect her. Now, I did look at the results of the election, and I'm seeing, which I haven't seen like an election like this in a long time, that Kamala Harris, man, got smoked. She got smoked like a loud pack. Like, she got smoked. Donald Trump got 5 million more popular votes than her. And then as well, he crushed her when it came to electoral votes. And like I already said too, the electoral votes are the votes that really matter, that really elect the presidents. Now, I don't know the inside of politics and voting, but I'm pretty sure I know that electoral vote is the one who chooses the president. And I just feel like when it comes to the presidential election, we don't really pick who's the president. It's the powers that be. But the funny thing is too, Barack Obama and a lot of people on the left, for whatever reason, wanted to demonize and ostracize black men for not participating in this election and voting for Trump, when the results show that 78% of black men voted for Kamala Harris. So black men did show up for this election and supported Kamala Harris. I'll say 20% of black men voted for Trump. And I want to say 93% of black women voted for Kamala Harris. Now, I want to talk to my black Trump supporters, and I want to ask y'all, and maybe y'all can um, clarify, or my contact information is in the description, or you can drop a comment on my YouTube channel. It's like, what are y'all gonna really expect in 2025? Because the Democratic left isn't doesn't have an agenda, doesn't have really a plan for black people. And Donald Trump, as a Republican, which he was in the past, formerly a Democrat, he doesn't have an agenda for black people either. So I'm just trying to figure out, to my black Trump supporters, like, what are y'all, like, y'all black people that's wearing MAGA hats and carrying on, like, what are y'all gonna expect in 2025? It's probably gonna take a while for the economy to recover. We're still sending funds and money to the Russian-Ukraine war, and we're still funding the Israel and Palestine war that's going on, which Donald Trump still says that he stands by Israel, and he stands by Israel, and he's already letting us know that he's a supporter of Israel, which is gonna still exhaust our economy, with us sending billions and millions of dollars to these majority European countries. But so Donald Trump, he has a lot to still clean up as well. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, what are y'all going to expect? Like, because black Trump supporters, and as well just regular Trump supporters, everybody's acting like they won the lottery or something, or things is going to change. And I'm like, Donald Trump wins, okay, like, what is next? Everybody's like acting like they got like a stimulus check or something. And my criticisms of Trump, and I don't consider myself a Trump hater. I'm anti-establishment. I'm, the radical Muslim black guy. That's what people, some people like to call me. Is that you gotta take in mind that Donald Trump is about to be 79 years old. I said that I just feel like Donald Trump is too old for the job. He's 79 years old. I do like his vice president, J.D. Vance. I kind of do like him. He's like a young 39-year-old. So, and then on top of that, Donald Trump, he has a lot of enemies. See, this year survived 2 assassination attempts. He's still, I'm pretty sure that the Democratic left are going to try to lock him up or give him even more felony charges for whatever they charge him with. I don't know. I haven't really looked into his case and what he's being charged for. But Donald Trump has a lot of enemies. I would say this man could possibly be assassinated. This man can be possibly assassinated. This man can possibly die in office. But for whatever reason, especially in the 20th and 21st century, a lot of presidents have lived long to be in their 80s and 90s and 100s, just due to rich people having better access to better medical care. But I still feel like it's dark times ahead. Whoever's a Trump supporter or a black Trump supporter, I still give y'all advice to keep your head on a swivel, save money, stack up on your guns, stack up on your food, like I always say. And it's some dark times. I think this election, to me, was one of the most divisive elections that I ever seen. It's one of the most divisive election, and each side is pointing their fingers. Oh, you're divisive, and so on and so on. But I still think it's dark times ahead. Donald Trump has a lot to clean up, and he still wants and he still is going to back Israel and fund Israel, which I'm not. If you looked at some of my videos, especially my Rumble exclusive video on the Hamas and Israel war, I'm not a supporter of Israel. Not just because I'm Muslim, but just because I don't believe people should just go into somebody's country and just colonize it, just do because they're a part of a religion that they say, hey, it's more than just Jews that are in Israel. So that's a whole nother video. I want to say, man, that I did point out some of the criticism. I feel like Donald Trump is too old for the job. He can be very arrogant. He doesn't have a good moral compass, and he just has a lot of enemies. I really feel like, and I'm not wishing upon Donald Trump. I really feel like the Democratic left, or it could either be on the Republican side. Like I believe that there's people in this world that really want to see that man die. It is, and to me, I just feel like, man, we had this year in this election, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. If that's the most qualified people that we can have, and I'm not even gonna throw that Donald Trump is a convicted felon, because of which I think, I don't know. I don't know what happened with the trial and everything, but I just feel like Donald Trump had to be doing something illegal if almost the people that he's around, his lawyers and people that he's around, are going to jail. He must have done something illegal. I'm not sure for what for. But if that's the most qualified people that we have for the job, somebody who started politics 4 or 5 years ago, and then we have Kamala Harris, someone who wasn't even selected but pushed on the public. If that's who we have in America as the most qualified for the job of the president, I just feel like we're in trouble. And I just feel like Donald Trump, he takes the prestige of being president. He takes the prestige and the stature and the way being a president was and how it was looked at. He makes us look bad at times. And I just feel like people, after this is over, after Trump's presidency is over, I feel like it's probably going to be people that's going to model themselves after Trump now. People are going to try to model after Trump. But I just feel like we're in trouble. And there's no, and then as well, I just don't see why like black Trump supporters are so happy. And when I'm like, there's no agenda for black people. There's no really now. The economy was better when Donald Trump was in office, but and you had the lowest black unemployment rate ever in years. But other than that, I don't see how black Trump supporters still think like that Trump and the Republican Party is for them. It's just like this is, to me, is kind of embarrassing. Even on like the stuff that Trump does, and even Kamala Harris and what the left is doing, like promoting immorality and having celebrities come out and having Glorilla on stage, like, you know, twerking and dancing and rapping, and it looks like a shit show. But I just feel like, man, we're in trouble. I felt like it's a lot of people that's qualified for the job to be president, man, woman, black, white, whatever, other than Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. And I just, this year, I wasn't gonna waste my vote. I'll vote. I'll vote when they start talking about reparations. I'll vote when they do something about mass incarceration towards black people. I will vote until us black people finally unite, put our money together behind a candidate so we can get some things done and we can succeed in this country. Because if this country keeps going the route that it's going, I'm thinking about immigrating somewhere else. I'm thinking about either Africa, Australia, New Zealand, maybe the UK, somewhere English speaking country. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't want to make this tape too long. Felt like I got everything off my chest. I want to say God is the greatest. I want to say peace to all my gods and goddesses and all righteous families of the earth. And y'all have a good one. Peace. See y'all on another episode of the MarcoJah Monologue Tapes.